I've spoke a little bit about this particular subject that I want to deal with tonight. Now, my normal tact is to actually use the word because the purpose is to be poignant, to confront this word, because this is going to be a topic about a word, and reiterate my question as to why keep this word alive. So let me read this article. There's actually two kind of pieces to this article, but I'm going to read it all the way through and then I'm going to opine on both. So let's get into it, shall we? Quintin Tarantino criticized over N-word. Oh, excuse me. Tarantino, criticism over N-word ridiculous. Django is set in 1858 Mississippi, he says. Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained makes liberal use of the N-word, which was brought plenty of criticism to the director's way. Salon picks up on an interview he did with Harvard's Henry Louis Gates, in which he defends its use in the slavery drama. Quote, "Personally, I find the criticism ridiculous, because it would be one thing if people were out there saying, you use it much more excessively in the movie than it was used in 1858 in Mississippi. Well, nobody's saying that. And if you're saying that, you're simply saying it, saying I should be lying. I should be watering it down. I should be making it more easy to digest. Well, no. I don't want it to be easy to digest." End quote. Click for the full post in which Tarantino talks about how he helped star Jamie Foxx get into the right frame of mind. Or click here to read how Spike Lee is boycotting the film because he says slavery should not be reduced to a quote-unquote spaghetti western. Let me deal with the easy softball on here, that being Spike Lee. Spike, look, you're a good director. You're a great director. I love your films. I love the themes that you use in it. You're a great filmmaker, and you're a piece of garbage as a human being. Yes, I have said it. I am sick and tired of people catering to you and your insanity. Everything is racist to you, isn't it? Not to mention that little lawsuit that I don't know how you got that settled out of court, where you sued Spike TV because, and I quote, "you thought people would automatically think Spike TV, that must be Spike Lee's project, and you wanted nothing with the association." I'm glad you have a big ego, Spike, but let me clue you in on something. Every time I hear the word Spike, even in a media setting, I don't think of you. How that case didn't get laughed out of court, I have no clue. But you are what most people consider Stella Lieback's lawsuit against McDonald's. You were a frivolous lawsuit over something that is ludicrously stupid. But oh, now this is racist. Now you're going to boycott this film. And you know what, Spike? Nobody cares. The fact that you usually only keep yourself relevant. Hell, I haven't talked about you in the longest time because typically you're out of sight, which is too bad because, again, I like your body of work. I would like to like you, but everything is racism with you, and it drives me up a wall. And if you're going to say, well, you're just a cracker, so you don't count, your voice doesn't count, kindly escort yourself over to the kids' table because the adults are talking, okay? But no, I'm serious. Why is my voice invalid simply because of the color of my skin? That I can look at these things extremely objectively and ask myself, why? Why does this happen? Why does this work? Because now we get into part two, which actually addresses the N-word, Tarantino's work, and so forth. Why? Why do people want to sanitize history? Granted, this isn't a historically accurate piece, but it is set in a time period. You know, it'd be like being offended that people in English, like 17th or 14th century England are using ye olde English. It was a part of the times. And I've already talked about my dislike of redoing history, of trying to sanitize it. You know, I hate to use this expression. You're making me use hillbilly logic and saying, I thought this was America. No, but I have a point, unlike most of those hillbilly-ish type people who use that because, oh no, they might ban my gun in the future. China, communist areas, these areas that you constantly try to compare today's America by. You know what they do? They cut out the massacres out of any of their history books. They literally rewrite or restructure textbooks so that future generations never hear about the atrocities of what has happened in the past committed by their own people. You guys are the same people who want to take the swastikas out of Nazi pieces because, oh no, we might offend any Jewish people that are in the audience somehow. And no, I'm not a Holocaust denier, so I'm not acting as if that's not a part of it. But the thing is, if it's a history piece, especially if it's a historically accurate piece, it's intellectually dishonest to censor things because we've got to be PC with our history. Are you kidding me? But moreover, I want to dredge up an argument that I have put to the people that nobody has answered for me. And it's simply this. It's 2012 and the N-word is still offensive. Now, I'm not one of these people who wants to change the meaning and create something where the N-word means human. Don't patronize me in this. But far more often, the people that the word is directed to have an effect happen to them. But the person who speaks it, oftentimes, there's no cost to them. Maybe they get fired. Maybe they get fined. But did it really cost them anything to form the word in their thought processes and roll their tongue to say that horrible word? But moreover, you out there, you claimed the word. You took it back to try to take its power. You did that how long ago? How long ago did you start to incorporate that into your culture and say, I can't say it anymore, but you can say it. You could even call me it, but I can't call you it. Not that I want to, but again, because, that's fair and equal and balanced. But the point is, if the point was to take the word so that it had no more power, 2012, and this word still has power. 2012, and there's still people being stopped dead in their tracks by this word. What possible reason do we have to keep this word alive in any culture? Answer me that. Because this is literally ridiculous. This is trying to say, oh, you're racist for including racist slurs in a timepiece where racist slurs were in use. and were almost used as punctuation marks, much like profanity is in a lot of the vernacular of today's kids, much to the older set's chagrin. But answer me this question. I want serious answers. Considering that the experiment to take the word back to depower it has failed, then what good is keeping this word alive in the social vernacular doing for us? Please answer down in the comment section below.